Привет. Приятного просмотра. Продолжим. Мне надо было сюда залезть, кстати. А может через тоннель?
Unseen, unheard.
Чуть-чуть потише сделаю. Вот так. Ой, подожди.
On your left. You're not looking good.
Подожди. Раз. И два.
Let's see what you got. Come seek.
Пойдет.
We make a good squad.
Не забили меня. О, ветка. Твердая. Для палки самое то, что надо. Надо подружание пойти отдать. Держи.
Andra's titties, you found it! I tried using magic to get the vase down, but alas. Thankfully you and your little friends came along and saved the day.
Excuse me. We're all bigger than you are, Nimdude.
I may be small, but my magic is not, I assure you. Of course I can. Are you a wizard as well? Remarkable. An Adiran godlike wizard. You're nearly as fascinating as this godless vase. But I'd best pack up. I want to get home. I've a new artifact. Thank you for your help, godlike. Even if you didn't have a ladder.
That's never happens again.
I've got a few inches to spare if she changes her mind.
Оры эти дурацкие. Ну как я с ними? Быстро.
Stand back.
Темные времена надвигаются.
Granted, I don't come here often, but when did it get this bad?
А что там? Это плохие или хорошие? Ну, хорошие. Да.
Why is it somehow worse when the revenants aren't trying to kill you?
As if people weren't hungry enough.
A godlike in Emerald's den. Well, well, maybe our luck's improving. I'd offer to shake your hand, but I've been elbow deep in Beatrice all day. Try and use their names, if you don't mind. It builds their confidence. As you can see, this is my reanimated corpse farm.
We can smell it, too.
I'm trying to demonstrate the value of undead labor, but of course nothing is ever that simple. What am I supposed to do? Just let them decompose? Reanimated corpses are the future of manual labor. Cost-effective, low maintenance, and very friendly. Now, Beatrice, she's being a real problem, if you can believe it. Would you be a dear and reach into her guts? Feel around for anything that doesn't belong. Aha! So the blight got into my revenant and interfered with her raising. That confirms one of my theories. Not only is the Dream Scourge affecting our farms, it's disrupting animancy, unraveling our work. Sounds like I have more research ahead of me, but at least now I have a sense of direction. Thank you for getting your hands dirty on my behalf, godlike. You're a natural.
Ага.
We're animancers. Hooking up equipment and seeing what happens is what we do. You see, the living lands is rich with essence, the energy of souls. We channel this energy into our fields, and that's why Emerald's there is the breadbasket of the living lands.
There's something poetic about the idea of plants eating souls to survive. Creepy, but poetic.
But as you can see, we've been dealing with some irregularities. Thank you. We've been at it for a while now, but there is still so much to learn. Traditional farms depend on water, sunlight, and the mercy of insects. What you see here is no different. Animancy can change the world, but it's an uphill climb. People don't trust what they don't understand. Come back soon.
Теперь надо куча веток твердой породы.
Right behind you.
Ну и нечего тут делать. Разве что глянуть, что у него внутри. Дж. Что по поводу улучшения? Я там не собирал? Или очень вряд ли? Гримуар углей. Вот. Мне больше нравится. Ок.
Still recovering. Need a minute.
Ку-ку. Здорово. Могус.
Oh, more of this stuff. Has anyone figured out how to get rid of it?
Здоровый какой-то.
Won't even touch them.
Animacy is a process.
А как внутрь попасть? Может потом. Ну, может и нет. Как дела?
I explained all that. I don't know what to do. I just don't think they're gonna stop.
When did the Rangers start taking the Zarib side?
You could say that. We have, or had, some of the finest animantic farming equipment available. Until Zarops came and destroyed it. I spoke to the Rangers about it, but they say the Zarops aren't acting aggressive or killing anyone. So there isn't much they can do.
That's odd. Why would Zarops attack equipment and not just continue the raid?
Угрожать их племени.
Finally, someone with a little backbone.
The Zarops have made camp in the swamp to the northwest. I'd say be careful, but my guess is they won't attack you unless you give them a reason. Just go check it out, and let me know what you find. I'll let the Rangers know once the Zarops are no longer a threat. Gods go with you, my friend.
Так они на меня нападут. Я только что прочитал.
Almost every Zarop I've ever met has tried to eat me before I could finish saying hello.
If I found a camp of friendly Zarops, maybe I could finally see what they're always dancing about.
О, жила Максима. Моя. Магаз надо.
Last week you said that'd be great.
I know what I said. I only have so much to go around.
Are they any monsters starving?
You're the first godlike to come through in, well, I can't remember how long. I hope that's a good sign. I'll take what I can get. If the gods don't bless us with a harvest soon, this market will be empty come winter. Really? You know the gods don't exactly favor animancy. Some say the old gods aren't here. Or maybe they just don't care for the living lands. If you need an animancer, you'll have to clear it with the governor. He lives in the big manor on the far side of town. Let me know if anything strikes your fancy. We don't have much, but the harvest hasn't bled us dry yet.
Я хочу сам тебе продать. Ну, так будет нормально. У тебя взять мычку. Ну и все. Ну ладно, я это возьму. Это, кстати, неплохая. Она 5 кусков стоит. Чай у тебя возьму. Так, теперь. Надо поговорить с депутатом.
Gods, what do I tell Sylvia? What do I tell the children? It's not bad enough that their mother a little earlier and you'd have beaten the other bandits to my crops. But I guess that's on you, isn't it? Ah, finally! Someone who cares about something other than themselves. When they ran away, I saw them following the river north. They're probably hiding up there, waiting to steal from someone else. You come back with my crops, and I'll give you whatever I can. You can't put a price on survival.
Договорились. Тихо.
Take a moment.
Разошлись. Мгм. Там ничего. Перепрыгни ты.
Right. This place has seen better days. You take lead.
Ой! Не стреляй.
Nice!
Ага, вон, смотри.
Here they come. Take your best shot. Quit moving.
Отстань! Больной, что ли?
Take him down. Another win.
Чуть не убил меня.
Who's counting?
Вот-то тут не хватает. Там что-то красное. Тут ничего. А тут? Хотя я думаю, можно было обойти. Нет, нельзя было обойти. Может и можно. Нет. Ни о чем. Поищу в порт. Найду себе новое место. Подожди. Я сюда хотел. А потом можно в башню в ту пойти сходить. Там, по-моему, жопа здоровая.
Here we go. On top. One for you.
Ты Тихо. Не та кнопка. А, все, есть. Разлетелись. Никуда. Мои круги. Пацаки тоже хотели лутануть тут что-то.
Here it comes.
Тут хорошие или плохие? Вроде хорошие.
That tower's for Fjord's Rangers. That's where they stand around and argue about the best route to Shatterscar.
О, телепорт. Это еще что за... Смотри, что происходит. Подожди.
Hold on.
My turn.
Движ Париж. Походу, да. Так, что мы имеем? Наверх я туда не сходил. Можно сходить, посмотреть. Может, что предложат. Это квест или еще что-нибудь.
Listen. I agree that this is important, Masoni, but if we don't focus on hunting, people will starve.
How is a potential murderer in our ranks not your top priority?
You don't think it's real, is that it? You think I'm jumping at shadows?
One moment, please, Envoy. We were just finishing.
You've got to be kidding me.
I'm not saying it's impossible, Masoni. Only that more immediate dangers require our attention. We'll talk about it later.
Meanwhile, someone's tearing us apart from the inside.
What interest does S.T.A.L.K.E.R have in Fior's affairs? We've survived without your sainted help for this long, and we don't need you now.
The land wasn't trying to kill us before. These are desperate times, Captain. You must see that.
We've suspected the killer among our ranks for several days, but there hasn't been time to investigate.
There hasn't been time? A traitor in your ranks is serious.
I told you I'll do it.
We've had to redouble our hunting to feed Fior, and the bandits and Zarips are running us ragged. Every ranger we lose brings us closer to starvation.
Позвольте помочь, это будет короче и все.
Already making demands. That's exactly like you, adherents.
Asierno, be reasonable.
With all due respect, you understand why I might be hesitant to ask an adherent official for help?
As if those bookworms in the city would lift a finger to help us lowly rangers.
You made your point, Masoni. Two of our best, Monato and Verano, have failed to report back. Neither of them would fall easily to creatures they faced 100 times before.
Monato is the most skilled tracker we have, and Verano is our most accomplished archer.
I've heard of Monato. He hunted the Black Padfoot a few months back. That thing was impossible to track, but he did.
Сзади мотыляют ребята.
Really think one of their own would betray them? The only threat they wouldn't be prepared for would come from someone they trust.
As if that weren't enough, my rangers spotted a stranger near town this morning. They kept to the shadows, wearing some kind of mask. I wouldn't rule them out, but my men disappeared before this person seems to have arrived in town.
Tell him about Durso and Casagrada.
All right, Envoy, if you really want to get involved. Two of my rangers have been acting strangely since the others disappeared. Rangers Dorso and Casagrada.
That's a powerful accusation to make. I know you rangers are a tight bunch.
Would they really turn on their own brethren?
Both are good people, but they're connected with my missing men. And they haven't been particularly forthcoming. I've moved Dorso and Casagrada to posts just outside Fior. I haven't explained why, but Dorso's probably figured it out. Speak with them, and follow any leads they might turn up. I'm still not convinced either of them is a murderer, but...
It's better to be sure.
I'm sure Masoni here will be waiting with bated breath. Watch yourself in the wilds, Envoy. And Godspeed.
I can't think of much worse than turning on your squad, except having to suspect your own people. We should help them.
Agreed.
Они в городе, наверное, как раз. Куда мне надо. Мне не надо. Куда мне не надо. А наверх хотелось бы подняться. А я уже все подберу, да и все. А наверх как? Через улицу или что? А, вот здесь. Закрыто. Я уже думал, не получится. Или я упаду так. Яну. А тут что? Следопыт. Можно сюда. Заодно посмотреть, хватит ли мне веток на палку. Новую. Хорошо. Способности — это хорошо. Блин. Нужно было всякое разное улучшить. Давай хотя бы так. Способность во время восстановления. И...
Listen, Kai, I need you to stalk like a cat, not stomp around like a Balrog.
My training was a lot bigger on stomping.
The armored mask. We dream of steel and charred earth and flame. The memory binds. Flee from her. We fear. For us. For you.
Это за инквизитора.
Blinding light. A searing brand. We know it. We recall something. Someone. You are not safe with her. Did the deer anger the blaze? Did the brush? Did the soil? It consumes skin, heart. She hurt us. We only remember pain. The canopy stretches over the sprout to keep it safe. Steer clear of the scourging fire, or extinguish it.
Короче, или держаться подальше, или укокошить ее.
No recourse but teeth. The flame spreads toward the garden wall. Listen. Have care. Have care.
Не знаю, что за стена сада. Вот он. А, нет, не он.
7 in the past week. How am I supposed to live like this? Ado, you've caught me at an unfortunate time. You wouldn't happen to be an animancer? Gods, it's about time somebody like you came along. If I have to chase down one more revenant, I'll lose my mind.
За ревенант. А, зомби.
I don't know. They just disappear. I wish they would at least come back. Soon I won't have any left. People are used to the damned things wandering around. I'm the one who's panicking here. If Elia finds out, I'll never hear the end of it. I have to have some standards, even at a time like this. You know, maybe there is something. Maybe I know where they went.
Только что вспомнил.
To shamble off to the nearby lake before. Revenants aren't very bright. That can't be a coincidence. They must be attracted to something. It could even have power over them. I was hoping you'd say that. Just follow the trail of revenants. I'd look myself, but I don't trust the few subjects I have left. Oh, and if you find something, I'd be grateful if you brought it here. I want to see whether it leads the surviving revenants back. The only way to find out is to experiment.
Это следопыт. А, это не он. Вот он. Нет, не он, вот он.
You're that envoy, aren't you? It's the face. Gives you away. What can the Fjord Ranger's Rising Star do for you, Your Eminence? I don't know anything. This is all just a misunderstanding. Wait. You think I'm the killer, don't you? Listen to me. I didn't do anything wrong. Verano going missing isn't my fault. Verano is a veteran, and they say he's the best in the squad. But to be fair, they haven't seen my blade in combat yet. We were scouting out the abandoned homestead near Nakotedek when the bandits attacked us. I drew 2 of them away from the fight, and Verano and I got separated. When I doubled back around to check on him, I didn't see anyone. I assumed the fighting was over. I've told you everything I know. No one else seems to believe me, so believe whatever you want. Look for a bridge southwest from Fjord, near Narcothetic. Go west across the bridge and you'll come across the camp. There could still be bandits around there. Be careful.
Так ты ж туда возвращался, там не было никого.
For both their sakes.
А где озеро это? Ну ладно, надо в город двигать. Получается.
First, my wife runs off to Paradise, and now this.
О.
Hello, you guys! One for you! Let's see what you got! On seek!
А еще?
Let's go.
Встань.
Well, that was fun.
Забавно. Блин, мало открывашек у меня. А зачем я это подбираю? О. Куча всякого. Тут один труп наверху. В башне есть что-то? Не, в башне нет. Возле башни. Вот. Вежата. Их друзья.
Can anyone hear me? Is anybody there? I'm in trouble!
Это хорошо, а как к тебе попасть? Там вода. Блин. Да не... Ну, вот... Вот так хотя бы сделаем.
good fun.
Шо?
Keep going. I'm down here.
Here we go.
Ну того, свяжи. Где 6-ка? Ага. Вот так. Ну ты рад, Филипп?
Oh, finally a rescuer. I was beginning to lose my voice. I'm not dead yet. Just too tired to climb up. Oh, 1 minute. I'm engrossed in my research. The next thing I know, whoop, my workshop is in this damn pit. Didn't have a clue. They're clearly godless. I can't imagine how old they must be. Quilici warned Vidaro that the roots would swallow the soil. As usual, nobody listened to him. So, here we are. We've never had plants like these. I'm no botanist, but even I can tell that something's not right. If they don't know by now, they've got it coming. You and I have more important work to do. My notes are down here somewhere. They contain priceless data on the wildlife around Fjord. They may not be ruined yet, but we'll have to work quickly. As soon as I dug them out, a gang of sporlings ran off with them. I can heave myself topside in time, but I'm in no shape to fight. Help with one hand and disparage with the other, huh? Fine, I'll take it. They ran into the ruins. Now hurry. I can't have a sporling eating my life's work. For all I know, they could be halfway to S.T.A.L.K.E.R by now.
Сейчас найдем. Так, это я. Да? По-моему, да. Да.
Quiet as the depths.
Что ты не так уж и...
Watch the left. Okay.
А я... Вообще-то. Ел хилку. Это...
I'm sick. Let's see what you got.
Думал, ты завалил его. Исследование Филиппа.
Ready, aim.
Ключик надо, да. Тут. Просто выход. Что это чвирикает? Ну ладно.
You're alive? I mean, you're back. Ah, did you find my notes? Ah, yes. The cover's a little worse for wear, but the notes are intact. My findings on squirrel essence are going to change everything. Everything! As everyone knows, squirrel brains grow and shrink in accordance with the nut season. So I thought, what if a squirrel's soul shrinks too? Huh? I propose that the size of our soul corresponds to our brain mass. If Vidaro's father hadn't built an animancy refuge here, I'd still be there. I can't imagine any of my specimens are still intact, and I'll have to find somewhere to sleep. But I've got my notes. I can try again. Take this. Buy yourself something nice. It's the least I can do.
We only got people like him in paradise.
Тут 50 куб дал. Что-то надо мной. Да, похоже, что да. Пойдем уже в город. По-моему, можно наверх зайти. Ну, сейчас только. Эй. Телепорт открылся? Да. А, я тут не зайду. Ладно.
Aim where? Left flank.
Еще кто-то есть. Первобытный веки. Перевес. Чуга. Что это за суп такой? Вкуснячий.
I really don't think you can deny that everything wrong in Fior obviously comes from using animancy.
We don't use animancy.
Болтает ни о чем.
Yeah, I pretty much brought that plague bear down by myself.
Oh, Envoy! You have to help me. If I have to listen to this twig of a recruit tell his stories for even one more minute, I'll probably die. I am indeed. I'm flattered that you've heard of me. It's great to meet you. Ranger Iziana Dorso at your service. Asierno really stooped to asking for help. How very unlike her. Frankly, I think she's overreacting to a late report. Monato might be our best tracker, but he doesn't put a lot of stock in patrol rotation, rest days, or Asierno's toothless protocols. Verano and I are stationed on opposite ends of the valley. I hardly ever see the man except in passing. Casagrada is his partner, supposedly. You want to know more, ask him. He's a competent fool. No different from most of our recruits. And this land is cruel. I give him 6 months, maybe a year. Monato's always been acting strangely. Most paranoid man I've ever known. Thinks everyone's out to get him. Me, you, your steel garrote. Gods only know why.
Остальная города точно хочет.
You won't find him if he doesn't want to be found. The last thing I heard was that Monato was going to scout out the ogre camp.
From here, cross the northern bridge and follow the path west. The path will become a cobblestone road and pass through the swamp. You'll find a cave in the hillside. Should pick up Monato's trail around there. The Animancer struck a deal with Asierno. We're not allowed to go there. Why Monato was headed there is beyond me. But if you want to track down Monato, that would be the first place to look. It was claimed by an old Animancer years ago. He and the ogre are, friends. I have no idea what they got up to in there. Experimenting on Zarebs, probably. I couldn't tell you what's there now.
Вот оно что.
I'm not Monato's keeper. He's a grown man and can take care of himself. Right. Watch your back out there, envoy. The Living Lands are a dangerous place.
Hopefully, when we find Monato, we can find some answers.
Так. Это где? Вот здесь где-то? Нет. Непонятно где. Вот это хочу больше. Вот эта прыгушка, она темовая. Так, кстати, она у меня теперь. Вот она у меня теперь. А что значит подготовить способность? Не то, что я хотел. Вязать. Тройки. Ой, сейчас пару минут. Сейчас приду. Алло. Да, привет. Приветствую. Алло. Звонил старый друг. Мышка, вернись. А вот так.
The Emperor's envoy. Inquisitor Ludwig said you might be heading this way.
Инквизитор уже была.
Captain S.T.A.L.K.E.R of the S.T.A.L.K.E.R. If you're here to speak with Vidaro, I'm afraid you'll find the governor is quite beyond reason. These Valians and their love of animancy. While they theorize and do nothing, the sickness spreads. But worry not, envoy. The S.T.A.L.K.E.R will be ready to ensure the safety of Adirian interests when the time comes. We all have our part to play, envoy. Until later.
She's as subtle as a broadside.
Does subtle mean something different outside of Solace?
Так, хорошо. А тут мы наберем всяких заданий. А я, кстати, уже повыполнял, да? Нет? Нет?
At all godlike. I've heard whispers that one of your kind was here in the living lands. It is a pleasure to meet you. In case it wasn't clear, I'm the point of contact for anyone with bounties to turn in. So return to me if you have any to claim. Ahora Taugori.
Горогорори. Мне надо купить всякого разного.
To Poria in Velino, the finest legitimate apothecary of Emerald Stair.
Что у тебя есть? Ух ты! И все такое дорогое, ух ты! Не более льда и снега, который обрушивается на ближайших дождем, падает на. Но вот эта бурь хорошая. Выдающаяся волшебная палочка. Да я, блин, свою сделаю уже. Великие стихии. Изморозь. Искра. Вот это вроде не... Блин, дорого. Ну, третий скилл говно. Может, я тут найду что-нибудь. Какой-нибудь гримуар бурь. Проводник Минолты. Ну и как бы ничего более. О, можно попродавать, да? Хорошо. Но особо денег мне это не дало.
Only we had these tusks.
Спасибо большое.
Genuine healing taster. Purest in all of Eora.
They do such lovely work here, don't they?
Hang on. I know you from Solace, right?
I'm afraid I don't know who you are. Just as you don't know who I am.
You're Blessed A Man. I remember you. I gotcha.
So, we understand each other then. I never thought the world of animancy could be so varied and fascinating. I can make use of so much of this equipment. Yeah, I suppose it's a bit unusual to see one of my people about, but I'm here on important business. If you see anyone else from Sole's Keep, just do me a favor and don't tell them you saw me. Thank you. I wouldn't want my fellow wardens to misunderstand.
Ресницы накрашены, в курсе?
Still don't even know why you're here.
You know what I mean. And Marius, it was good to see you. May you find all you're looking for and more. Please be discreet. Sole's Keep.
Что у тебя?
You startled me. This old woman can get lost in prayer from time to time. You must be the Adiran envoy I've been hearing about. Apologies for any hardships you may have experienced getting here. The failing crops, the strange beasts, and even the dream scourge are all the result of our neglect of the dead. I was calling on the spirits of the recently dead to follow the guidance of Bareth, god of death. I am asking the spirits to forgive us for our negligence and continue on their way without anger. The dead of Fjord expect certain rituals to be carried out. I have failed to perform those rituals, and now the spirits are angry. That's exactly it! Well done! I have always observed it, and I brought it with me when I came to Fjord. Our recent dead require a final meal to ease their passage from life. Without it, they can't rejoin the cycle.
You've got people waiting in line for their next meal, and you want to waste food on the dead?
I got food from the grain merchant stores. I just need someone to leave it at the graves. The dead will take it from there.
Flesh and bone. They bring the fruit to those who cannot eat. What tree calls for its branches to endure these rituals?
I did, yes. With things the way they are, there was no other way to get what I need for the ritual. If I didn't think this was important, I wouldn't have taken the food. But this ritual is the key to everything. I know Elena would understand how important it is to pay tribute to the dead. This does help the living. By appeasing the dead, we end the dangers their anger caused. The crops will grow again. The dream scourge will end. All will be well once more. You must take these offerings of food and place them at 3 grave sites where the recently dead lay. The first offering goes to a cliffside grave on the southern coast. The second offering goes to a grave in the swamp, far to the west from here. The final offering should be taken to the truffle farm east of Fjord, where a family lost their lives to the encroaching wilds. That is the least of my worries. But yes, bringing closure to the recent dead will finally allow me a good night's sleep. I can't thank you enough for helping to ease the conscience of an old lady. Please, return when the rituals are complete.
Хорошо.
Jota, what's the meaning of this?
Look at these crops. Look at your city. The dream scourge is laying waste to our home.
There is no emerald space.
The land begs to differ.
Come on. My invention is guaranteed to unlock
Что за изобретение?
moment of your time, my friend. Tell me, what do you know about your soul? Wrong. Your soul is an ancient, wondrous thing, suffused with lifetimes of rich, delicious memory. But it's tired, my friend, heavy with the burden of generations and too weak to survive another turning of the wheel. Nothing. I've already done it. The moment you entered the city, I calibrated my invention to the highest setting and attuned it to your soul. Ooh. Tell me, how do you feel? Better already, huh? Another skeptic? Oh well. I can see my talents are wasted here. No charge for the treatment. Best of luck with your soul.
You have a thing for sticking your head in the bear's mouth, don't you?
Что это? Это ж чепуха.
Careful, or we'll get thrown out of the pub.
We're already.
to one job.
Я к тебе вернусь.
Well, I'll be a godlike in the bone and bore. Apologies for the ruckus outside. The Animancers never know when to shut their mouths. Our crop yield. The governor thinks we just had a bad season, but the Quilici and the Giata figure differently. They are the only Animancers taking the Dream Scourge seriously. Try telling that to Vidaro and the Animancers. But the rest of us, we've all heard the rumors from outside. Animals gone mad, terror stalking the wilderness day and night. Birds' bells, of course. If Emerald Stair runs out of food, we are in dire straits anyway. We've had crops fail before, but never food rations. The governor says it's just a temporary precaution, but I am not buying it. So, we ought to drink while we can. Agreed? Anything I can get you?
О, мышка. Нет, 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 нет. Есть. Чая нет.
Welcome back, envoy.
А вот, смотри. Каёчек.
Look out for her, Fidelio. How hard could that have been? If I could help myself, do you think I'd be in here? I don't mean that. I have a lot on my plate. My two youngest rangers were supposed to report back from their rounds. I assumed they'd turn up. But it's been 3 days now. They're still not here. Brasilia. Their names are Belena and Adalaro. I doubt they'll be apart. They were good rangers once. But since they've caught each other's eye, all they do is sneak off to... I think they know each other very well.
Well, there's worse places to make the four-legged beast. I promise you that.
New recruits running off with each other? Oh man, this brings me back.
Anyway, I never thought I had any cause for concern. They always found their way back eventually, but they haven't this time. They're out there, all alone, and they could be in danger, and The last time I saw them, I sent them to patrol the northern riverbed. If you go that way, please, keep an eye out for them. I'm losing my mind in here.
Two young Nimdutin wandering out by a river. Consider them found.
Maybe we don't look too soon.
Хорошо.
Give them a while. You know what I mean?
О, у тебя есть Степан.
I was not expecting such an esteemed guest in my humble workshop. Are you in need of any weapons or armor? The roads haven't been safe as of late.
Такс. Что надо взять? И отмычки надо взять.
How can you ignore what's right in front of you? The Dream Scourge is here, in the soil, and it's killing us. Oh my goodness. Are you a godlike? In that case, you're right on time.
Maybe you can talk some sense into our governor. Put the fear of the gods in him.
Tempers are high, but I don't see any assassins. Yet.
Excuse me, but unless you have official business, I'll thank you not to involve yourself in our private discussion. Very well. I hope you remember that behind these walls, your influence has limits.
I'm sure he didn't come all this way just to challenge your authority. As you can see, I was just proving a point to our esteemed governor.
A cart full of spoiled vegetables. You call that a point?
Ha! Emerald Stair used to be a lush garden for miles around, and now I don't even recognize it. First came the invasive species, roots and mycelium growing overnight, as though nature itself had gone mad. The Dream Scourge has twisted our lands, our wildlife, and now our farms. Then there's no time to waste arguing with bureaucrats.
I like her already.
I believe that we can restore the land, bring back its soul and its sanity, cut off the Dream Scourge at the root. Our governor would rather ignore the problem. He doesn't trust animancy as his father did.
They do. And that's the kind of reckless behavior I'm trying to avoid.
Reckless is all we have time for. Before we can deal with the Dream Scourge, we first need to understand it. Unfortunately, new experiments have to go through him.
Must be nice that all the arguing isn't about you, for once.
I'm just trying to stop Chiata from hurting herself. Animancy is dangerous when you're shooting in the dark. I see you're unfamiliar with animancy. You don't appreciate just how dangerous that could be. Are you going to tell him about your family's basement? Or should I?
How dare you use that against me?
I know it was an accident, but look what it cost you. We can't let it happen again.
While we argue among ourselves, the Dream Scourge is tearing the living lands apart. Tearing our people apart. If I don't have your trust, I am determined to earn it. Well, Governor, looks like I'm taking some time away from my duties. I'll trouble you no more.
Your request is denied, Chiata.
I wasn't asking.
Your responsibilities are to the settlement. Turning away from them sets a precedent that I cannot allow.
Everything I have proposed has been for Fior, and you still refuse to cooperate. Under the circumstances, I don't have much of a choice.
Then neither do I. Chiata Castel, from this day forth,
Ух ты, какой поворот.
Banished?
What?
Ignacy, we can't lose our brightest animancer in the middle of a crisis.
Your pupil has gone too far, Quilici. Take her and leave. You're still a guest in my town, but to us, Chiata is an outcast.
Governor, this is unacceptable. Your father would have kept this community together at any cost.
Don't bother, old man. He isn't his father. I've done all I can for Fior Mesiverno. But you haven't even tried. Now limp back to your giant house like a good dog. We should talk somewhere private. Meet me at my house due west by the workshop.
Так, что дальше? О, мне тут надо с пациками поговорить. И с Джитой.
That did not go as I had planned. I'm sorry you had to see that. What an asshole.
Kiata, some manners, if you please.
Why start now?
We're on the verge of extinction, but our governor is too busy protecting his fragile ego. What does he know? He isn't even an animancer.
You did challenge his authority.
I know, but... curses. Without Fior Messiverno, I'm hardly even an animancer. My tools, the workshop, all gone. We'll have fewer resources to work with, but anything's possible. At least now I'm free to study whatever I want, on my terms. The Dream Scourge has been a thorn in my side for too long. I have plans for this island, and they don't involve the Dream Scourge. But that's a story for another day.
Your parents would be proud to see such tenacity.
Anyway, listen to us babble. Let's talk about you. I never expected to see an Adiran envoy here. You've got a lot of guts showing your face in a town full of animancers. It's not for the faint of heart, that's for sure. Our first order of business is the Dream Scourge, but I'm also curious about you. There aren't many godlike left these days. Wouldn't that be a coincidence? I only bring it up because Animancy might offer us some insight into your nature. Keep an open mind. While I pack up my belongings, you can help me by... No, sorry. I don't know what came up.
Ай, блин, не угадал.
I just realized this is the end. I have to leave your Messiverno. Forever.
Я уже не слушаю.
Some people don't find out who they really are until they leave home.
You'll be alright. My advice, find a good tavern and learn how to prepare a squirrel over an open flame.
Maybe if I focus on what I have gained, I can learn to accept everything I've lost. When it comes to the Dream Scourge, we haven't been allowed to acknowledge the problem, much less act on a solution. Today, that changes. I need help from the animancers around town, but as you can see, I'm an outcast. Glad to hear it. Your education should come in handy. Pastor is in the workshop due west. He's got an invention that can help us. Elia Rossell is an authority on the undead. Her methods are controversial, but useful. She lives in a cottage southeast of town. And then there's Yvette and Remy, our philosophers.
Ах, много их.
Them at the docks, southeast of Fior. Each of them owes me a favor. Drop my name and they'll tell you what they know about the Dream Scourge. We're about to make history. But first, research.
Guessing she's not much of a hunter. Might want to get extra rations next time we go shopping.
Godlike, Imperial Envoy, Research Assistant. Who knew?
Так. Могу те вещи собрать. Награда. Я тут все собрал. Что у нас дальше по плану?
What if I wasn't a ranger? Or what would you do? Ado, welcome. Be a coward. Oh, I know. Founded machine.
Ты какой? У меня такое есть, я с ним базарю.
Oh, I heard there was a new arrival, but I didn't expect a godlike. Welcome to our modest workshop. Giada, what a loss. I owe that young woman more than I could ever repay. Unfortunately, I cannot do a lick of research while my equipment is underpowered and overworked. A novel idea, that. What I need is a stronger power source. Grimoires can hold intense power, but not for long. Besides, grimoires require a wizard to draw in essence. It's too dangerous at this scale. Oh, wait. One of our rangers reported that an Adragon recently died in a western grove. Indeed, but that well is almost dry. I need more. An Adragon's heart can hold an immense amount of essence. The grove is to the west across the chasm. You can't miss it. The rangers say a Delamgon queen holds court there. You may be able to retrieve it without violence, but most Delamgon in these parts are hostile to Keith. So you can understand why none of us went rushing over there to find it when we heard the Adragon had died. Still, Delamgon queens can be reasoned with, so if you want to get the heart peacefully, try not to kill her guards. Do be careful. Emerald Stair is not itself these days.
If you can convince her, I'll be more than impressed.
Что у тебя можно забрать тут? Такие книжонки.
What do you think of Giada's theory? Well, my experiments have been a little
Спасибо большое.
unpredictable.
Оба.
Like the essence has no sense of direction. How did you know? We should talk, but not here.
А, Б, С.
Ado, welcome.
Верните
Establishment amico.
сердце. Проконсультируйтесь. Где я возьму сердце?
Oh, it's you.
Угу. Так, а тут дофига всякого разного. Давай сюда.
Listen, if you need food, you're going to have to get in line like everyone else. I had noticed food missing, but I hoped it was rats. I would normally let this sort of thing slide, but right now, every piece of food missing is a person who goes hungry. Right now, I'd much rather have the food, but this will go a long way if we ever get another merchant from Dawnshore. Thank you. It may not seem like much, but this could mean life or death to some people. I should get back to it. Stay safe out there.
No cutting in line. I was here first.
I don't see what's the problem.
If you can't see it, I doubt I can explain. My farmhands are very affectionate. Feel free to pet them if you like. S.T.A.L.K.E.R wants my professional opinion. What an honor! I have a few theories, but no firm conclusions. I have to ask, is it true? Did Vidaro kick her out of town? He's a bigger fool than I thought. Very well. I'll tell you what I know about the Dream Scourge. But first, I need some help around the farm. I'm up to my ears in chores around here, and the Revenants can only do so much. They can't do complicated tasks, you see. Anyway, I'm afraid the time has come to put down poor Silvo. Silvo is one of my Revenants. My oldest, my favorite, and the pride of my flock. Someone needs to put the poor fellow out to pasture. And I just don't have the heart to do it myself.
Well, it's already dead. That's the hard part done right there.
When a Revenant goes bad, there's only one option. Final death. And poor Silvo's time has come. Thank you for understanding. You can find Silvo in the barn. He's blocked the door somehow, but the window should be open. Just be gentle with him. He's a good boy.
So, we're killing a Revenant then? She just couldn't come out and say that? And this is why I don't take pets.
Какое окно? А, вон то окно. А так я не могу тут перелезть. А, вот так могу. Сильво.
Another glorious.
Кто так журчит? Ага, вот что журчит.
Envoy, a pleasure as always. Poor Silvo. He was a bright young revenant, but a very old man. Thank you for giving him peace. So, the Dream Scourge. I've been keeping an eye on the readings from my fields. This plague, as we know it, is a recent development. But I believe whatever causes it is older by far. Maybe even as old as the living lands. The exotic plants and animals, the twisted landscape, the Dream Scourge. They have a common ancestor. There's something about the essence in the living lands that's different from anywhere else I've seen. It's possible, but we don't share research if we can avoid it. That's one of the reasons I moved out here. The other reason being my corpses. They don't enjoy living behind walls, if you can call it living. Not to get too superstitious, but in these troubled times, the arrival of a godlike is no coincidence. You are meant to be here. Toward what end, only you can say. Well, I'm happy to give her some good news for a change. You and Giat are going to shake things up. As for me, I'll be keeping a close eye on my flock.
Oh, and thank you for the nightmare fuel. I really have been sleeping entirely too well lately.
Why people find this place unsettling?
Опа. Сундучела.
The great mystery is, are godlike blessed or cursed? The gods are silent on this question.
Neither. They just are. Anything else is speculation.
А где я еще слышу?
Speculation.
А, вот.
Remy, look what I found. A genuine godlike.
Do you think they can hear us?
Let's find out. Hello, me, Yvette. You friend? Remy, take a note. Fluent speech and upright posture show marks of sophistication in the endangered godlike. We heard that Giada partnered up with an outsider, but I had no idea you were a godlike. Fascinating.
I suppose we owe her a favor. Or two.
Giada must have sent you to be our test subject. She knows how we adore your kind. Satisfy our curiosity and we'll give you everything Giada needs to finish her research. Deal? We want to know about the godlike, of course. You're the first one we've encountered in the wild.
Let's begin the examination. If you could choose, who or what would you be in your next life? Next time you go around the wheel, you might not get so lucky. Tired of being remarkable? Interesting.
My turn. Some would call you blessed. Others would call you cursed. The fact remains, you were touched by the gods. Wouldn't you say that you owe something to the rest of us? So, you believe we need your help. Interesting.
Oh, I thought of another. We all know that godlike can't reproduce. How do you plan on leaving a legacy after your call?
Very optimistic, aren't we? I think that covers everything. Thank you for that brilliant insight, Godlike. You're a credit to your dwindling kind.
So, Giada wants to know all about the Dream Scourge, yes? Such has been her research of late. Do you want the good news or the bad news?
The Dream Scourge is proof that an unprecedented metaphysical disaster can take place at any time.
Well, that's a load off my mind. Sure beats not constantly worrying about the future.
How's that good news?
Giada will be interested to learn that the Dream Scourge cannot just be studied in a lab. Its nature is wild, so it has to be studied in the wild. Our machines and experiments would meddle with it too much.
And like anything affecting the soul, it must be connected to essence. Thus, if she wishes to discover more about the Dream Scourge, a Pillar of Adra would be a good place to start.
Precisely. A godlike and a scholar, too. Incredible.
Indeed. Just as Adra channels essence, so too may it provide a key to discovering more about the Dream Scourge.
Not that we'd ever be interested in such research, of course. How droll. Now that we've researched the mind of a godlike, the next step is anatomy. But we've taken enough of your time. Farewell.
Hurry, before they change their minds.
Ugh, I might have dozed off. Were any of those words the ones we needed?
Так. Что у нас дальше? Могила земляных эйдосов. Духи могил. Б, Т, А, БЦА. А, чтобы махаться? И злодеи напали на меня.
Nice work.
Подожди, тут золотой сундук. Не та кнопка. Подожди. Еще. Нет, стоп.
Just like the good old days.
Это старые добрые времена. Пошел. Где-то тут был... Ага, вот он. Что тут?
Let's see what you got.
Yo.
Give me a second.
I guess someone will have to do this. For the people who starve to death when the food runs out.
Ну, раз уж такая тема, ус. Пока тут все наверху. Ну давай. Ну. Опа, какой-то сириск. А выйти? Что это за гримуар? Купа защиты. Ну, такое. Изморози. Вот так кнопка. Не изморози. Мне, кстати, через ту сторону. Очень хорошо. Ну, ты можешь... Спасибо. Отлично. Эту магию еще возьму. Манчик. Так. Подожди, стой. Тут же надо. Там вот эти ребятки. А как так вышло? У вас как будто ничего для меня нет. Что это такое? Душа?
Something's not right here.
Look to your left.
Не то. А что-то с магией. А что так больно?
Let's see what you got. Let me catch my breath.
Угу. Пойдет. Уже.
Glad that's over.
Какой-то босс был. Пылающее ядро. Угу. Отлично. Меч нашел. Не та кнопка, вот эта. Это что такое? Волк-миньон. Ага. Кабину бьют знатно. А выпей второй. Уже хорошо. Иди. Мне борода. Собака. Так, ладно. Я немного подустал. Пилить. А, нет, сейчас соберу. Собрал, сохранил. 5. Да. Встретимся